Hey guys, Mike McFarland here, Upper Fresh Region TIFR reporter. I want to tell you guys a little bit more details, some tricks, some cool tips about using glide baits and swim baits, okay? Remember, as we talked in the show, that a glide bait has 2 segments and a swim bait is multiple segments, okay? So first off, don't mix those 2 up. Right now you see some different size baits here. One of the first tips I want to tell you is always remember to match the hatch. One of the most important things you can do is pay attention to the bait fish that the species of predator is chasing. Whether you're mullet, shad, gizzard shad, threadfin shad, you want to match the size, okay? If it's 3-inch and you're throwing 6-inch, you're likely not going to get the amount of bites or the bite you're looking for. So first off, profile, match the size. Second, color is very important as well. Dirtier water, you're going to want those lighter colors, those brighter colors, chartreuses, things like that. More clear water, you're going to want those iridescents and natural colors, okay? So those are very important. When it comes to a glide bait, let's talk about largemouth bass. One of the most important factors that I do like to use as a big tip is that don't overfish it, okay? We talked about how this bait will swing from side to side. It's not an aggressive type of bait. Like a jerk bait can be very aggressive. So the more subtle, I've found the more subtle you are with these baits, the whole idea is to get the fish following the bait first, okay? Once that fish follows and tracks the bait, it's usually going to strike the bait. And you're going to feel a lot of bumps, okay? As this tracks, it tracks real smooth. You're going to feel it kind of swaying on your rod. You're going to feel bumps, bump, bump. This is the trick, the first trick I want to tell you. Don't react. Don't set the hook, okay? Generally what's happening is this bait is tracking. It's S-waving, okay? Tracking back and forth. And that fish is following it and bumping it, bumping it. Most of the time, there's multiple fish that are doing that. They're following it. If you'll just stay the course, keep that nice, steady crank, one of them is going to swing out from the side and crush it from the side. And that's where you make sure you tuck that rod under your arm when you're doing this. When you're throwing a glide bait, big long cast, rod tucked under the arm, as we talked about in the TIFR show, and just nice and smooth cranks, but wait for that fish and that rod to load up, okay? That's the first thing. If you're with a swim bait, it's really very similar, but you're going to have a completely different action. And like we talked in the TIFR show, you want that pause to let that glide bait go out and left and right. You don't want to pause with a swim bait, okay? Just keep it steady, keep it steady. Another thing that I'll give you another tip that's really good, with a glide bait sometimes, I love to use a split ring to get a lot more of that action. With a swim bait, here's a tip, remove that split ring, okay? I just want this to swim. I don't need that extra side swave. A lot of times with that split ring on there, you'll get them rolling over, okay? So my third and final tip that I want you to remember is if that bait's rolling over, you're not gonna get the tracking, you're not gonna get the strikes. So just remember, whether you're using these glide baits or a swim bait, that the idea is to go smooth, easy. It's not like a jerk bait. It's a big bait and the fish do eat it very aggressively, okay? But it's also the important technique that catches the biggest fish is the subtleness of these baits, okay? Remember that. So listen, man, if you really, if you like the show, if you like what you're seeing, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, comment below. I'm Mike McFarland, TIFR, Upper Fresh Region reporter. Thanks for watching.